Imagine having twin girls born at 26 weeks and each weighing under 2 pounds.
It wasn't one day at a time, it was 1 hour at a time. And you feel like you're living in some sort of fantasy world because nothing went the way it's supposed to be. They were so tiny, their eyes were still fused shut, and they didn't look like babies. That was kind of when everything kind of hits you, that things aren't good, and this isn't gonna be the outcome that we hoped for.
Then, day 7 brought worse news. Parents Mike and Alex received a call that twin Molly would have to be rushed to Boston Children's Hospital.
Her belly was black, and that she needed emergency surgery as soon as possible.
Molly's bowel had burst. At her size and weight, she had a 10% chance for survival. The struggle for life started early for Molly and Maddy Needham. They were born with twin-to-twin transfusion.
Where 2 fetuses share the same placenta, so the one fetus gets more blood supply than the other. So her bowel literally just didn't get enough blood supply and started leaking the contents of her bowels outside.
Our world just came crashing down again, and it was just you're just in this dark hole and you can't get out of it.
And I had a moment with Molly. And I remember looking over at Maddy, who was still intubated. The machine was breathing for her. And I tapped her. And I said, "She'll be back, buddy. She'll be back." But when I left that room, I'm not sure what I just said to Maddy was accurate.
On the way to Boston Children's, Molly coded, but was revived. Awaiting her arrival was Dr. Rusty Jennings, the surgeon who would perform this complex and extremely delicate surgery.
We used 6x magnification. It's almost like operating through binoculars so we can even see what we're doing. And everything we touch can easily be torn just by picking it up. It would tear.
Despite the odds, Dr. Jennings and his team had only one thing in mind.
We're going to get this baby to survive. We're going to make it happen.
Under the care of this world-class surgeon, Molly survived, but her problems weren't over yet.
She needed heart surgery 2 days later because her bowels and her body were not getting enough blood supply. And that could only be fixed by dividing this blood vessel with the cardiac surgeon.
Here's a 1 pound, 10-ounce baby, and she's going in for surgery number 3 within 12 days of her life.
But just when the family's luck seemed to be turning, twin sister Maddy, still in the NICU where the twins were born, was diagnosed with bleeding in the brain.
And I said, "How serious is it?" And the doc said, 1 through 4, 4 being the worst, this is the 4. And I remember collapsing in the hallway.
But in Maddy's case, surgery was not the answer. Doctors needed to carefully watch for the problem to resolve itself.
Boston's Children's Neurology jumped right in and monitored Madeline every single day. And to this day,
After 4 months in hospital care and the dedicated work of over 100 skilled caregivers, the twins were finally able to go home. And for the last 4 years, have grown and thrived, even with some challenges. Maddy's brain injury caused hemiparesis, weakness on the right side of her body, and she requires physical therapy, though you would never know it by watching her and her sister play.
For Maddy, I hope that life's easy for her, because I don't want her to struggle. She has to work so hard at everything, and I just want her to be happy and normal.
where would I be without Boston Children's? I don't want to know. There's a lot of great hospitals. But nothing is like Boston Children's.
We can do things like this that frankly can't be done most hospitals in the country. This is why I'm here, is to do the almost impossible routinely.
I have no doubt in my mind that if we weren't here and they didn't go to Boston Children's, that they wouldn't be happy 4-year-olds running around coloring, and they're normal.
I have 2 identical girls, that run to me every single day when I get home and give me a hug. It's priceless.